We've seen some rain showers in the area. We've also seen those change back over to a little bit of some mix and snow as well. And you can still see that we do have precipitation still trying to slowly exit off to our southeast and east this evening, with temperatures right around the freezing point. 33 degrees in Champaign, as well as in Danville. Decatur is there as well. So is Mattoon. We were watching some snow showers fall on the first mid-weather camera there on a roofing dog in it. But those have now begun to kind of taper off a little bit more. And so again, we're waiting for that precipitation to exit the area. Then we'll be looking at dry conditions overnight tonight for much of tomorrow. Winds have now changed direction out of the northwest. In some spots, still gusting to around 20 to 25 miles an hour. It's actually going to be a cloudy night tonight, as well as a majority of the day tomorrow as well. We're waiting until Friday for our next system. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
We told you about a teacher accused of sending cringeworthy messages to his students. Now, more people are coming forward. And several crews battled a grain elevator fire this morning. Why it took them longer than usual to get there. And your stimulus check could be hitting your bank account before you know it. We'll tell you why. Some say it's not enough.
Watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
That there were a lot of things in school that I noticed and I thought was weird.
Former students at one school want their voices heard. They're using social media in hopes to create change. Good evening. I'm Mark Maxwell, in for Paul and Jennifer tonight. We've told you before about an English teacher at Blue Ridge High School now under investigation. Students accusing him of sending unwanted, sometimes uncomfortable messages to minors. Now a Facebook group is coming together to help them share their experiences. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays joining us live from the newsroom. Jamie, what is this group up to? What are they doing here?
Mark, it's called Blue Ridge High, The Reckoning. The Facebook page says Blue Ridge School District has a long history of covering up for teachers at the expense of their students, and it continues to this day. On the page, there are several accounts from people who say they had inappropriate interactions with the teacher. They are hoping that this can be a place for everyone affected to share their stories without threats of being silenced. I spoke with the former student at Blue Ridge High School who posted on that page. She says she went into the English teacher's room. Other students were there. That's when she heard a conversation between the teacher and her friend.
One of my friends started talking about her relationship with her boyfriend and about how they were having issues. And then the English teacher started asking her if they rolled around the hay yet, if she's ever rolled around the hay, how she feels about, just basically her sexual experiences with both this boyfriend and, her whole life.
Police say they are continuing to investigate. The superintendent would not say whether or not specifically this teacher is still employed at the school, but a message posted on the district's website says when school starts back on January 5th, Mrs. Flannel will be teaching English 1 and English 2 classes. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Perhaps some news there. Jamie, thank you. A statement on the district's website says, in part, quote, the district is unable to provide additional details or answer specific questions because of confidentiality requirements that involve both personnel and student matters. However, be assured the school district has taken all precautions to ensure the safety of students, which is the district's highest priority. Here's an update tonight. A former Gifford paramedic will spend 13 years behind bars for sexually assaulting a patient. 48-year-old Jeffrey Sanford, found guilty in October. He forced a 49-year-old woman to perform oral sex on him in an ambulance last year. Prosecutors also say he had sexual misconduct with 3 other individuals, including a 10-year-old girl. At his sentencing hearing, the judge said the paramedic destroyed public trust in calling for an ambulance. Several Urbana homes and a car were damaged with gunfire last night. It happened near the intersection of Hunter Street and South Learman Avenue shortly after midnight. Police believe people in 2 different vehicles were shooting at one another. They recovered 25 shell casings on scene. No one was injured, but they are asking anyone with surveillance cameras in the area to check them out and contact police with what you find. New tonight, a man was killed after a single rollover crash in Macon County yesterday morning. It happened near Route 51 and Riley, just south of Elwyn. The sheriff's office says when they got there, the 45-year-old man from Mount Zion was alive. He died after he was taken to the hospital. The cause of that crash remains under investigation tonight. The coroner has not yet released the man's name. Crews say no one was hurt after a grain elevator caught fire in Homer. It happened before 8 o'clock in the morning at Bunge Milling on Coffeen Street. The Homer fire chief says it took 10 minutes to get there because a train was blocking the crossing. He says a small fire started out near a motor in the basement and went up the elevator.
One of the legs that go up to the top of the elevator, the grain was on fire that was inside the leg. So we took a couple panels down and then we sprayed some water. It took quite a bit of time to do all that, but we had a lot of help from multiple different districts around here.
Some treacherous work there. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. If you've heard about contaminated water on Facebook, it's possible you heard misinformation. Aqua America clarifying rumors tonight about Danville's water. A spokesperson telling us its yearly report was misinterpreted. Aqua sources its water from the Vermilion River. It then processes that water to use in your homes. A post on Facebook claims that all Danville water carries fungus in it. Aqua says water from that river has the potential to do so, but that's why they clean it. Company standards say Danville's water is supposed to be tested for contaminants every 2 hours. Decatur has $1 million to send to small businesses affected by the pandemic, but only a small window to get that money out the door. The city was only just informed they got the money from the state a week ago, and now they have 1 week to give it out according to state guidelines. City officials are scrambling to put the program together in 1 week's time. It will be used to cover a range of business expenses.
So we are addressing specifically the needs of small businesses, specifically hotels, and assisting them with utilities, businesses that had to spend extra money like on PPE and different equipment.
The application for that money is live on the city's website. Businesses will ask for financial information on that form and for proof they were impacted by COVID-19, and who hasn't been. Applications officially closing on January 6th. $600 stimulus checks are slowly starting to show up in the bank accounts of Americans nationwide. But while many are happy to get some amount of money, others feel it's not quite enough. Generally speaking, single people making less than $75,000 a year will get one of those stimulus checks. Married couples making up to $150 grand. A woman we talked to already got her check, but she says it barely scratches the surface for so many people.
It's almost an insult that, it's a handout. And when they talk about like, this is supposed to save us, and because they're wanting this to pass, and so they can save us American citizens. And it's like, but that's not going to do it. There's so much more needed.
She's retired, and she says she plans to use her money at local businesses to help them out through tough times. One county going back against the state, rolling back, relaxing COVID-19 restrictions, where indoor dining will soon start up once again. Plus this.
Now we have 1,000 that we can give out today.
Hospital workers already starting to get that shot in the arm, the vaccine. Who else got in line to get their shots today?
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Matex, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It's that time of year. Sale prices on flooring and furniture store-wide.
Announcing Carpet Weaver's Great Room Redo event. Now you can complete your room with some of the best deals of the season. Our lowest prices, our biggest financing offers. Save on wood look and worry-free floors, carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and more. Save on furniture and accessories too. Redo your room now and save.
Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. We're flooring people.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
Emergencies can happen at any moment. That's why at HSHS St. John's Hospital, we are always ready. Ready to save your life. Ready to ease your pain. Ready to calm your fears. Ready to care for you. Today and every day. HSHS St. John's Hospital. Always ready.
Wrangler selection at the lowest prices every day. Visit ruralking.com or your neighborhood Rural King, America's farm and home store.
At Osling & Associates, we handle bankruptcy and only bankruptcy. When you need help, call Osling & Associates. There's only a $750 fee for single filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Bankruptcy questions? Visit our website at bcyhelp.com. An emergency bankruptcy can stop foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, utility shutoffs, and court proceedings. Call Osling & Associates with 20 Illinois offices to serve you. Call Osling & Associates now and stop the collection calls.
Live from your local news leader, Jennifer Roscoe, Paul Cicchini, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty. You're watching WCIA 3 News at 5.
Indoor dining is coming back to Sangamon County. The county board officially announcing today they plan to defy the state's mitigations that are in place to allow 25% of people to sit inside bars and restaurants starting January 3rd. Right now, that part of Region 3 remains under Governor Pritzker's Tier 3 rules from the state. That includes a full ban on indoor dining. Springfield Mayor Jim Langfelder says he wasn't included in that move from the county board and hasn't said whether the city will keep enforcing the rules they have in place. As Vermilion County celebrates the vaccine's arrival, more than 500 inmates at Danville Correctional Center have tested positive for COVID-19, a massive outbreak there. As of this afternoon, the total count, 563 infected people, 51 staffers also coming down with the virus. The State Department of Corrections has not yet responded to our request for comment, but in the meantime, the county is prioritizing giving a vaccine to frontline healthcare workers in the county's hospitals. That's in line with the state guidelines. And here's our look at the latest coronavirus numbers statewide. A jump in new cases and in deaths. The state reporting more than 7,300 new cases and 178 more people have died with COVID-19. The percent of people testing positive also on the rise, up slightly to 8.9% on a rolling average over the last week. More than 4,200 people are in the hospital. In Region 6, ICU bed usage has gone up once again. It's now at 69%. Meanwhile, Region 3 dropping slightly to 72%. Hospital workers are already in the middle of getting their vaccines, and private companies like Walgreens and CVS are starting to vaccinate long-term care workers. But today, the Macon County Public Health Department started to vaccinate other healthcare workers who might not fall into one of those categories. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey was there as hundreds of people sat in line to wait for their shot in the arm.
Hundreds of healthcare workers came to the Macon County Public Health Department's drive-through vaccination site. Originally, 400 doses were going to be administered, but thanks to a last-minute delivery, they were prepared to vaccinate 1,000 people.
We had a shipment early this morning that we went and grabbed from UPS before it even came on the truck, and so now we have 1,000 that we can give out today. Okay. Yes. So yeah.
The healthcare workers there were not affiliated with hospitals or long-term care facilities, so they are getting the vaccine from the health department. But Binkley says those workers are just as much of a priority.
The risk of exposure for them is definitely there, and we want to make sure that they're safe so that they can then take care of all of us if and when we end up getting sick.
The next time the Public Health Department has another one of these drive-through setups will depend fully on when the next doses of the vaccines come in. Reporting in Decatur, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Cole, thanks. And they were busy in the first hour alone. The health department already vaccinating nearly 60 people. The county will start to evaluate how their plan is working out today to decide the next location. Perhaps the Decatur airport may work in the future. And Jack Gerfin joining us now. I saw Cole standing out there in a bit of snow.
Yeah, we had some of these rain showers changing back over to some snow showers as everything kind of moves out of the area. So it shouldn't last very long, but it will look pretty for a little bit there before things cool off again. So still a lot more to talk about, though, because we have another system that is expected to come in for the day tomorrow night going into Friday, and so we'll get to that here in just a moment. First off, though, our almanac today shows that we had a high temperature of 41, which was obviously well above normal. It was warm this morning before temperatures then began to fall back down. Our average is 33. So coming up, we are looking at a dry day for a majority of tomorrow. More mixed, though, for Friday, and we're looking at the chance for some weekend snow after the break.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Champaign Ford City.
You know, it's easy to make promises. The hard thing is keeping them. Sunset promises to carry your load at a most difficult time. To the communities they serve, they promise to be there for your children, your churches, and your organizations. Sunset promises to help our veterans. They will support them with the same level of commitment these veterans had as soldiers defending our freedom. I'm Judy Fraser, and if you're looking for a family that keeps their promises, I would suggest you make just one phone call. Sunset Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers.
I came to Champaign broken from alcoholism and addiction. The impact See You at Home had on my life was they did not judge me, they took me in, they supported me while I worked on myself and worked on my sobriety. I always wonder if I would have came here earlier, maybe a lot of things would have been different. See You at Home all the way around the board is in it when it comes to poverty and homelessness and working with people that have no other option.
See You at Home. Serving our friends without an address.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Coronavirus.gov.
Throw away your shovel. Enter to win a snowblower at WCIA.gov. All you gotta do is guess the date of the first 3-inch snowfall in Champaign or Springfield, and you could win a snowblower from Lanes Inc. or Shambana Sales.
Win a snowblower for the correct Champaign snowfall guess, courtesy of Shambana Sales. Or the correct Springfield snowfall guess from Lanes Inc. Enter the Let It Snow contest at WCIA.com.
We're the Shives family from here at Spengdahl Air Base, Germany.
We'd like to say hello to our family back in America.
My name is Specialist Andrew Doyle. I'm deployed to the Middle East with 1/6 Infantry. I wish my family and loved ones a happy holidays.
Specialist Nicholas Evers. I'm with 1/6 Infantry Regiment. Want to give a shout out to my family back home in Southern Illinois. Love and miss y'all.
Happy holidays from WCIA3, X49, and Prospect Bank. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate.
Now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
Our first mid-weather camera from Charleston earlier on, just a little bit ago, was showing some snow showers reporting there because the precipitation still is moving through the area. Now things are just kind of wet there. You can see on Storm Tracker Doppler that the snow showers are still trying to move off to our east and southeast very slowly. This is the line of rain showers that we had coming through. And as expected, on the backside of it, as it was moving out, it was probably going to change over, and that's exactly what's happened. It's almost out of the area now. We've got places across parts of Jasper as well as Crawford counties, and also to the north of I-70, just a little bit here closer to the Indiana line, where there still is the precipitation there. But for the most part now, we're looking at drying conditions because off to the west and off to the northwest, everything is quiet. So we should be dry overnight tonight, and we should be dry for a majority of the day tomorrow as well. Right now, our temperatures are near the freezing point, 33 in Champaign, as well as in Decatur. Taylorville, Mattoon is there as well. Taylorville's at 32, so is Danville, and it's 29 in Pontiac with winds out of the northwest between about 15 and 25 miles per hour, give or take. So overnight tonight, we should be looking at drying conditions with cloudy skies. Lows will be around 21 with northwest winds at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. And then for a majority of tomorrow, we should be looking dry as well. Mostly cloudy. There will be some breaks of in the clouds here and there. So you will see the sunshine at times. It will be not too bad of a day, high of around 35 with northwest winds coming in at around 2 to 5 miles an hour. But then later on at night, really more so after midnight into early Friday morning, we're looking at our next system arriving. And as you can see, we're probably going to be starting off with more mixed precipitation when it comes in. So it's going to be coming in from the south. And as we go throughout the early morning hours of our Friday, we're going to be looking at mainly mixed precipitation, possibly even some freezing rain as it comes in. And as temperatures warm up enough above 32, we'll see that change over to regular rain by later on in the morning and then throughout the afternoon hours of our Friday. There actually could be some heavy rain at times with this system as it comes through, but we're going to be kind of battling that chance for freezing rain. And so as a result of that, we have a freezing rain ice forecast that could be potentially getting closer to around 1/4 of an inch, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when it comes to icy conditions, this can be a problem. So we might be looking at some very icy conditions for Friday morning, and then later on in the day, things will improve as temperatures temperatures look to warm up above 32, and we'll have that change over to some rain showers. So just look out for that if you are going to be on the road Friday morning. We're then going to be looking at our next system coming in for the weekend. So here's the system that we're talking about, bringing us the freezing rain initially early Friday morning with rain showers. This system is going to be moving out of the area pretty quickly. So by Friday night, things should be pretty much wrapped up. And then on Saturday, we've got our next system that comes in. This is a smaller, weaker system, but it could provide us with a chance for some light snow showers for the afternoon hours of our Saturday going into early Sunday morning, giving us maybe a little bit of a light dusting. And then after that, we've got high pressure that's in place here. The sunshine is going to come out, and temperatures are going to warm up as well. So it is going to be a warmer forecast later on in our 7-day. So you've got a calm day for tomorrow, just cloudy. We've got on Friday that morning icy road conditions potentially possible there as temperatures warm up to around 41. We'll then see everything transition back over to rain. We then have a few snow showers later on Saturday going into Sunday morning, a minor accumulation possible there. And as we go into the rest of our forecast, we've got some mild temperatures. In fact, Mr. Maxwell, you might actually like this. On Wednesday, we have a high temperature there of 50 degrees.
That's getting up there.
Yeah, so it's going to be talking about snow, ice, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and a 50, all in the same 7-day. There's a lot going on there.
That's what I call momentum.
Yeah, we're building on it. We got to get out of 2020.
Those New Year's runners can have a nice outdoor spot for their run.
Agreed.
Jack, thanks. All right, we're going to have a look at all of today's top stories coming up. But first, our Gift of Life blood drive still happening this week. How much people are giving back? Tonight on WCIA 3 News at 6, outrage online after a tragic mistake. A woman says animal control put her dog down before she could pick him up.
Under normal circumstance, without the holidays, the communication would have happened.
The county explains why they call it a mistake at 6.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
2020, not a fun year. But we're closing it out with a full week of savings at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Dennis, are we going to do a one-day New Year's Day sale like in the past?
Nope, 5 days. 5 days of the biggest savings of the year. 5 days to shop with our award-winning sales team. 5 days to save with our free 10-year protection plan. Ring in 2021 with the #1 team in appliances. Wow!
When you're from Detroit, you don't change something if it doesn't make it better. Better. Like Jets. Get a one-topping 8-corner pizza, still made with fresh dough, then baked to the thickest, crispiest crust. Just $14.99. Jets. Better because it has to be.
The committee has spoken. The field has been narrowed down. The playoff is set. Only 4 teams remain in contention. New customers can bet $1 on any of those squads to win the national championship and pocket $100 if they take home the trophy. Odds like that don't come around every day. So download the DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportsbook app. Sign up with the promo code, bet $1 to win $100, and make it rain.
St. Jude is fighting for one goal, like this one mission, life. I get to keep her, and we get to have her and enjoy her, and she gets to grow up, which is the best gift like anyone could ever give.
In times like these, communication is more important than ever. Right now, that's easier with a cell phone amplifier or other device from iTech. At iTech, we're making sure you get what you need now to stay connected. Learn more at itechtti.org.
Today on the morning show, we told you about our Gift of Life blood drive. And tomorrow, we'll hear Chuck and Pam's top 5 movies of 2020.
And we're going to get a slight break in the action for your Thursday, but more rain showers will be back on Friday. Details at 5.
This is WCIA 3 News, your local news leader.
2020 is almost over, but there's still one more way you can give back before the new year, and it's important. This week is our Gift of Life blood drive. We have blood donation centers set up all across central Illinois, one of them in Urbana. That's where WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us live now. Courtney, how's it going over there?
That's right, Mark. Well, I know I've told you this before, but you can just look around me and see how well it's going. These beds, they're filled with people donating here in Urbana, and this, of course, is not the only location here in Central Illinois where people are giving today. We're still open here till 6 at the Urbana location as well as the Springfield location, but we had others that closed down around 4. We are really breaking through the goals that we had for today. 295 was our goal for people donating today. We blew that out of the water. We were around 387 people walked in to try to donate in some way. I think we're around 400 now who walked in to try to donate. I think last time we checked, they were around 356 who successfully gave and are continuing to give. We filled all of our appointments for today here all around Central Illinois, and we still, though, are open until the 2nd if people want to give. And if you're looking for one of the many reasons to do that, these donations, one donation from one person helps 3 people. Some people need regular transfusions, which we've mentioned before, and they need those donations to go to local hospitals in order to give those transfusions. We also know that people who have recovered from COVID-19 and the last time they showed symptoms, showed any sign of it, was 28 days. If you wait 28 days, you can give plasma, and that helps people who are fighting COVID-19 in hospitals. So you can give, if you have recovered, you can also give blood and platelets, but your plasma can help people as they're working on recovering from COVID-19. But this, as I mentioned, goes until the 2nd. If you give next week because you can't fit something in before then, you can still count it towards our Gift of Life blood drive. But we'll be here until 6 tonight and here for our drive continuing through the 2nd. But for now, live in Urbana, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Courtney, thanks. Great to see so many generous donors there. Also, pick up your phone right now. You can text to make an appointment for yourself to donate. Text WCIA to 999-777 or go to our website, WCIA.com. All right, we'll have a look at what's making headlines across Central Illinois next.
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Pontiac RV.
When you're the Buick Dealer of the Year and others have employee pricing, Depot's Auto has 2020 Encore GXs priced $5,000 below employee pricing. If your vehicle doesn't have a Depot sticker, you probably paid too much.
Nursing home neglect is far too common. Mom-in-law has the experience to know what matters in nursing home cases.
Holding caretakers accountable for neglect matters.
Making sure it doesn't happen to anyone else matters.
Compensation for pain and suffering matters.
Our nursing home injury team will work tirelessly to get justice and compensation for your loved one.
Having a caring team by your side matters.
Call today. We'll get answers because the truth matters. Mom-in-law, we know what matters most.
Home is where the savings are. With Drive 217, you can shop for your next vehicle online. It's simple and convenient. And just one more way, we're different by design. Choose from the largest selection of new and used vehicles in East Central Illinois. Value your trade. And even get a quick quote on a new vehicle before stopping in. Like 123 SUVs under $20,000. Home is where it begins and ends. Online at drive217.com. Different by design.
It's that time of year. Sale prices on flooring and furniture store-wide.
Announcing Carpet Weaver's Great Room Redo event. Now you can complete your room with some of the best deals of the season. Our lowest prices, our biggest financing offers. Save on wood look and worry-free floors, carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and more. Save on furniture and accessories too. Redo your room now and save.
Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. We're flooring people!
Two Roads Wellness Clinic offers whole person support through integrative care, including mental health therapy for families, couples, and individuals of all ages, as well as medication management, primary health care, community outreach, nutritional counseling, emotional support animals, and much more. With friendly staff at locations in Champaign and Danville, Two Roads Wellness Clinic is here to help you find the path that makes a difference in your life, accepting health insurance and offering self-pay options. Two Roads Wellness Clinic, for the healthiest you.
When you're the Buick Dealer of the Year and others have employee pricing, Depot's Auto has 2020 Encore GXs priced $5,000 below employee pricing. If your vehicle doesn't have a Depot sticker, you probably paid too much.
Here's a look at our top stories in Central Illinois tonight. In DeWitt County, a Facebook group is helping people share their experiences in the classroom after one student accused a teacher at Blue Ridge High School of sending unwanted, uncomfortable messages to minors. Several accounts from students who say they had inappropriate interactions with that teacher. More online. In Champaign County, a former Gifford paramedic spending 13 years in prison now for sexually assaulting a patient. 48-year-old Jeffrey Sanford was found guilty in October. And in Sangamon County, the county board says you can go back to indoor dining starting January 3rd. The county announcing they will defy the governor's rules in place and will start to allow 25% of capacity inside bars and restaurants. And coming up tonight at 6, we told you that tragic story about a woman whose dog died on accident. Now who's admitting fault in that dog's death.
Our 7-day forecast, as you can see, still pretty active. We've got a cloudy day for tomorrow, chance for some icy conditions Friday morning, leading to regular rain showers later on in the day, and a few snow showers for the weekend.
Looking great. We will see you tonight on CBS at 6 o'clock.